County, where we are about to meet a young man who is a live music artist, is also a media practitioner. Basically, let's just call him a jack of all trades. And recently, he made the switch to agriculture. We want to find out why did he do that. So come along with me. Let us meet our Agri star of the day. This is Agri Nation. Tosh, I'm so happy to meet you today. Thank you so very much for having us in your space as a farmer. But before we get into that, you feel to me like a jack of all trades. Please give us a background of who you really are besides the farmer.
Besides being a farmer, I'm also a musical recording artist. Yeah, and I also do jingles. I also do voiceovers. Yeah, that's my craft, and I do production generally. I was a media practitioner. I was a back behind the scenes kind of guy, technical.
So now that we have an understanding of all that you do, please take us through what led you into farming and what was the actual motivation.
First of all, it's a thing that my parents used to do. Yeah, so we took it up. Number two, it's just something that it's an acquired taste. Yeah, I always envied farmers. I have a friend who's a very good farmer, and he was a huge influence on me, and he used to farm around this area, so I got a lot of insights from him.
How long ago was that?
That's serious farming from around last year.
Now I can see where we're standing. We have maize, we have beans. What else do you do besides the two crops I can see outright?
So I did maize and beans last season, and ngwashe, that's sweet potatoes. This time round, I have a bit of butternut. Yeah, I talked to some people, and I felt like maybe I can try it out and see how it goes.
How did we settle on maize, beans, ngwashe, butternut?
First of all, it's the common thing being grown around here. Yeah. Number two, it's all about the market. Yeah, you need to understand what the market wants out there. So that's how I settled on that. Yeah, for butternut, mostly is just me trying out something new.
Where is your source of information? And as a young person, was that a challenge to begin with?
Number one, yes, it is a challenge. Like I said, a friend of mine really helped me through this journey. But it is a challenge. Yeah, sometimes I go to YouTube and watch stuff. I watch interviews on, farmers being interviewed and understanding all of these things. But I wish it's something that it would be free information. Like, if the government can have a way where we can, have a lot of information, maybe visit door to door, understand what the needs are, maybe a lot of advice for farmers. Because I shouldn't be just doing it out of the blue. I also need to understand what the market wants. I also need help from, how, in terms of fertilizer, what to apply, all of these things. I need a lot of advice. So it's challenging, but,
All right. Now that we are getting ready for the second season, how was your first season? Did you break even during your harvest? How was it like? Did it meet your expectations as well?
Okay. My first harvest, which was early this year, well, I can say I broke even. Yeah. It was some good money. Yeah, not a lot, but it was good money. I learned a lot. Most of it I got it from maize. So yeah, we have stores around that were buying maize at a good price. So I can say it pays, but I'm still learning, still trying to make it as productive as possible, so it can be a good venture for us.
Would you ditch it for farming, or what's the plan? Are you stuck here?
I'm not stuck here. I would go to a 9-to-5 if my options are, are good. But it's not something I would stop. I'd still do this on the side. Yeah, I've become attached.
All right, now talk to the young person back there who feels like agriculture is a poor man's job. It's a rural area kind of a thing. It's a dirty job. And also, Hainado, what do you have to tell them being a young person that is now invested in agriculture?
Kitu ya kwanza watu wakosangi kukula. People eat. So people never stop eating. So for the young people, I'd say you don't necessarily have to have an office job for you to feel like you're doing something productive. This is also something You get to learn every day. You know, for the young people who think that if they go to the city, that's where the opportunities are at, there's also opportunities back here in the rural areas. So I would encourage them to make their farms productive. Stay at home. Yeah, this pays, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to see you planting something and seeing it get to somewhere, you know, producing something. So
where do you see yourself 5 years from now, Tosh the farmer?
In the next 5 years in my farming space, I'm looking at leasing a lot of more shambas, doing it on a more larger scale. Like I'm doing a bit of large scale, but not as large right now. So I'm planning to expand it. Yeah, and in the other sector, I'm also an artist. I dropped my EP the other day, so go subscribe to my channel, Tosh Kiama. Yeah.
Is it a hassle juggling the two, Tosh the artist, Tosh the farmer? And do you get, you know, those jobs when you go to studio? How is that? How is it balancing those two worlds?
Yeah, huwezi kosa wale watu wanakuambia wewe umeleta ngwashe kwa studio and stuff like that. But it's not, it's one and the same thing, because as an artist you need inspiration, and I get a lot of inspiration when I come here. So when I'm doing my farming is when Mr. is in a flow. So it's one and the same thing.
Now, if I'm not wrong, you kind of look like someone I know, all right? Are you related to Danko?
I get that a lot.
Is it true?
Is this a guy who looks like me? I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's my elder brother. We do this venture together.
Oh, is he? Oh, great. And does it mean him being an artist, do you also share the inspiration when it comes to music and also when it comes to farming?
He's actually my inspiration in doing music.
Thank you so very much, Tosh, for talking to us, and of course encouraging the young people that going green is the way to go. Agriculture is the way to go. We will be back when you're harvesting the next season. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I appreciate for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.